We've all heard it. Work on your business, not in your business. But nobody tells you what that actually means. What does that mean? What do you do? What do you review? Today, I'm giving you exactly that, a 90-minute CEO session, step by step, so you can walk away from this episode and actually do the work. Hey CEO, welcome back to CEO Numbers Network. I'm Danielle Hayden, the founder of Kickstart Accounting Group. I have been doing this for 11 years. Every year at the mid-year mark, I come back to this episode. Every year, I've evolved. Perspective has shifted, the business has grown, and the way I use my financials has completely changed. So today, I want to share that evolution with you because whether you're getting your books cleaned up or you're casting your 10-year vision, this mid-year check-in looks different depending on where you are. I'm going to walk you through exactly what to do based on your financial stage: foundation, empowered, or visionary. But first, I need you to block 90 minutes. Put your team's Slack message on Do Not Disturb. Close your email, put your phone in another room. Everybody will be okay. For 90 minutes, you are not a service provider, a team manager, a client point of contact. You are the CEO. All right, let's get to work. A few weeks ago, I talked about the 3 tiers of your financial journey. If you missed that episode, go back and listen. It's worth it. I'll put a link in the show notes. But here's a quick version because how you spend your 90 minutes depends entirely on which phase you're in. Tier 1 is foundation. Tier 2, empowered. Tier 3 is visionary. So if you're in the foundation stage, you still feel like your finances are heavy, confusing, and probably a little overwhelming. You might be doing your own bookkeeping, not entirely sure if your numbers are right. And when you look at a financial report, it doesn't make sense yet. So if that's where you are, first of all, I see you and it's okay. This is not a place of shame. We don't do that around here. Your 90 minutes is going to look different right now. You are amazing. You are talented and you are incredibly capable, even if you don't see yourself as a money person. You are just not a bookkeeper, and trying to be one, it's keeping you stuck. Your zone of genius is your business, the service you deliver, the clients you serve, the vision you're building. That's where your energy belongs. So during this 90 minutes, I want you to do one of 2 things. Download the Check Your Books worksheet and use this time to actually review your books step by step. Or book a discovery call with our team and let us handle the check your books process and catch up so that you can move forward with clean and accurate numbers. Because here's the really hard truth. You cannot step into your role as CEO with messy books. You can't make a good decision without clean data. You can't plan, forecast, or grow strategically without an accurate foundation. Everything else we talk about today requires accurate bookkeeping. I don't want to sugarcoat this for you. I do want to say this. I want you to think about what kind of business you want to run. We work with business owners who want to build something that's healthy, sustainable, and valuable. Not a business that exists primarily as a tax strategy, and not a business where every personal expense gets run through the company. If you want to have a valuable business, get financing, build real wealth, or have a healthy business on paper, that all starts with your books. So if you're in foundation here, this is your invitation to step into your role as CEO. Get the bookkeeping right. Stop putting it off. Your team, your clients, your future, they're all waiting for you to step in and lead. If you're in the empowered stage, that means you receive your financial statements every month. You have the numbers in front of you and you're starting to actually use them. You've been doing this monthly review, so you know what a profit and loss statement is. You understand your balance sheet at a basic level. So this is where your 90 minutes gets powerful. All right, so what are you going to do during this 90 minutes? First is to review your profit and loss statement. Start with your P&L, also known as the income statement. But I don't want you to just look at your numbers. I want you to write down the story. Here's how I want you to think about this. When I was a CFO, my job was to present the financial results to the board of directors. I couldn't just walk in and say, well, sales are down. I had to walk in and say, here's what happened, here's why it happened, and here's what we're going to do about it. And that's how I want you to approach this review. I want you to take your notes, voice memo to yourself, text yourself, write it in a journal, but you have to capture it because at the end of quarter 3, you're going to come back to this and say, what happened in quarter 2? What did I say I was going to do about it? And did I follow through? So as you review your P&L, I want you to do this as a CEO boss. Present to your board of directors what happened, Why? And here's what you're going to do about it. All right, where do you focus when you look at your P&L? I want to give you 3 specific places to focus. First is your team. I want you to look at the payroll line. Are you spending more than 50% of your revenue on payroll? And if so, why? And does that align with your goals and the season of business that you're in? Is this the right team? Honest answer. Do these people align with your core values? Are they fully utilized? Are they the people you want to take into the second half of this year? Sometimes we're in an investment season. We hired someone new, they're still in training, the ROI is coming. That's perfectly okay. But know which season you're in and be intentional about it. All right, section 2 is paying yourself. This is one business owners skip, and you should not. If you are an S Corp, the IRS, not Danielle, not Kickstart Accounting Group, not KSA Tax Partners, the IRS requires you to pay yourself a reasonable compensation before you take any owner's draws. If you are a KSA Tax Partners client, you received a reasonable comp analysis at the beginning of the year. Pull that report right now. Compare that to what you've actually paid yourself. Are you on track? If not, this is the time to true that up. If you have an accountable plan, are you reimbursing yourself throughout the year? The IRS requires this. If you haven't been, use part of this 90 minutes to get caught up. Look at paying yourself. You are an important part of your business. You deserve to be paid. Let's make sure that you're paid correctly and reimbursed throughout the year. All right, the third place is your contractors. Go to the payroll section of your P&L and look at what you paid your contractors. Do you have a W-9 on file for every single one of those people? Now, I want to be clear. Best practice is that you do not write a check until you have a W-9 in hand. But if you've been moving fast and you missed some, it's okay. I want you to stop right now and collect them. This is not something you want to be scrambling for at year end. Also, review your revenue, top expenses, and profit. Look at your revenue this month, this quarter, and year to date. Compare it to the same period last year. What are the swings? What are the trends? Move to the expenses. What are your top 5 expenses? Do they align with your goals? Do they reflect the season you said you wanted to be in? And then our profit. This is the number that matters most because it's the number you pay taxes on. What is your profit this month, this quarter, and year to date? And how does that compare to the same period last year? Were there swings and trends? Let's document why they happened and what you're going to do about it. All right, next is your tax reserve. You should have 25% of your net income year to date. That money lives in a separate savings account, not your operating account. Now, you may have already been paying estimated taxes using your vouchers your CPA sent when they filed last year's return. Those vouchers are based on last year's income. If your business is growing, which I know so many of you, your business is growing, those payments may not be enough. And that's a good thing, you guys. If your profit is higher this year than last, you need more in your tax reserve than those vouchers reflect. If you're a KSA Tax Partners client, we will be sending you a mid-year tax check-in link in August. We will look at what you paid versus what you owe. If you are not a client, this is the time to call your CPA and have that conversation now, not in December. Let's move to the balance sheet. This is the snapshot of your business's financial health right now. I want you to look at 3 things specifically. First is cash. You should have 3 separate accounts: your operating account, your tax reserve account, and your rainy day fund with 1 to 3 months worth of operating expenses. Is your cash going up or down? Just because it's going down doesn't mean you ring the alarm bells. Think about the investments you've made this year. Have you started to see a return on those yet? Then I want you to ask yourself, is the amount of cash I have right now enough to meet my risk tolerance as a business owner? And that's a personal question. Only you can answer it. How much cash do you have in the business right now? Write it out to your board of directors, why that money is there, and is that enough to make you feel comfortable? If not, what are you going to do about it? All right, second is your debt. Is your debt going up or down? That movement can be strategic or it can be reactive. If your cash is going down, and your debt is going up and you don't have the net income in your business, it's time for a serious conversation with yourself, the CEO. What's working, what's not, and what do you need to start doing, stop doing, and continue doing? Please do not ignore these signs. You are an empowered business owner. That means you use your financials to guide your behavior, even when the news is hard. Third area on the balance sheet, owner's draws. Are you paying yourself? Not just your salary, but your draws too. I want you to compare what you've taken this year to last year. If you are not an S Corp, your payroll, what you're paying yourself, your owner's draws, this lives on the balance sheet. If you are a Kickstart Accounting client, you have a very clear and easy to read equity section that will show you how you're taking draws year over year. You are allowed to have personal goals. You are allowed to pay yourself enough to fund both your business investments and your personal dreams. That is the point of building this business. If you want the checklist to go through everything in this section, head to kickstartaccountinginc.com/empowered. It's a step-by-step guide for this exact 90-minute session. I want to talk about the visionary stage. If you're in this visionary stage, you've been doing this work for a while. You know your numbers, you review them regularly, and you're ready to stop just looking backwards and start looking forward. You're going to do everything that was in the empowered section. You're still going to look backwards because that matters. You're still going to review the P&L, the balance sheet, the payroll. You will still ask, what happened? Why did it happen? And what am I doing about it? But in the visionary stage, you're going to spend a majority of your 90 minutes looking forward. So this is the time that I want you to actually review where your business is going. We're going to start with reviewing your 10-year goals. Where do you want to be in 10 years? Not just in your business, but in your life. What does success actually look like for you? Write it down or revisit what you've already written. Are you heading in that direction, or has life shifted on those goals? Review your 3-year plan. Is your current team, revenue trajectory, and spending decisions aligned with that plan? And what do you need to change? Then let's look at your 1-year budget. Do not look at your budget until you've reviewed your 10-year and 3-year goals. Your 1-year budget is guiding you to your North Star. How are you performing against your budget that you set at the beginning of the year? Are you over or are you under? And why? Remember, present it to yourself like you're presenting to the board. Not just a number, but the story behind the number and what you're going to do about it. Are the KPIs you set still the right ones? Life just moves so fast these days. Goals you set in January might not be the right goals for where you are today. And this is your permission to adjust. It's time to reforecast the back half. Now, we can reforecast on the back half based on what you know right now. What do the next 6 months actually look like? Use your money team here, you guys. You are not meant to do this work on your own. Use us. We can coach you through the questions, help you stress test your assumptions, and be your sounding board as you cast the vision forward. We can't make the decisions for you, but we can help think through them, and we can push you in a way that no AI tool can do. Let us be human to human and have that CFO level partnership that you need in this visionary stage. No matter what stage you're in, foundation, empowered, or visionary, I want to invite you to schedule your 90-minute CEO session. Put it on the calendar this week, not someday, right now. During that time, you're going to review your bookkeeping or get your catch-up done. Look at your profit and loss statement, your team, your payroll, contractor W-9s, revenue, expenses, and profit. Check your tax reserve against what you've paid so far this year. Review your balance sheet. Cash, debt, and owner's draws. For my visionary level business owners, review your 10-year goals, your 3-year plan, and your 1-year budget. Complete the reforecast. This is the work. This is what working on your business actually looks like. You guys, it's not that glamorous. It's not a highlight reel moment. It's the thing that separates business owners who grow with clarity and confidence. You've built something real. Your client, your team, They believe in you. They're watching you, and your business is waiting for you to lead. Step into that role. Do the work. You've got this. Thank you so much for being here today. If this episode gave you some clarity on next steps, I want you to share it with a fellow business owner who needs to hear it. If you need a money team, bookkeeping, CFO services, or tax, I want you to head to kickstartaccountinginc.com and book a discovery call. We would love to be your money team to help walk you through this process. You do not have to do this alone. I'll see you next week on CEO Numbers Network. Take care.